We have been together for almost 5 years now. I have brought this problem to him many times and it's been years. He would wake up in the middle of the night and jerk off while watching porn. He would wait till I would be at work, take really long showers, or just until he is all by himself. It's super obvious he jerks off too. One time I came home from work, and he was pretending to sleep in the middle of the day. I saw his phone with TikTok open, and he was watching big-breasted women dancing half naked. Then on his profile he was following 300 plus women doing the same thing. All the profile pictures were all women. I didn't find him watching porn a big deal then, but now it just hurts. I've never felt so ugly and disgusting. Our sex life hasn't always been like this. Our first year was okay, but now it's like I have to beg for it or it only happens when he wants to. When it does happen it's so unsatisfying. He has never made sure I was done. Only him. We do have one kid together and another on the way. I'm only 20 weeks right now. But even before I got preggo with my second, our sex life was already this bad. We would only have sex once a month on average. We've gotten in so many fights about this as well. He always turns it around saying that it's my fault for making everything a problem. I just don't understand anymore. Every time I bring it up, it always ends in an argument. I feel like I have done and tried everything. I've bought lingerie, dressed differently, wear makeup, make him feel more important in bed. But yet I'm left out. He doesn't even cuddle afterwards. He gets up and does something else. He will say he loves me and likes me, but he won't show it. One time I asked him to put his hands between my breast, and he didn't like it, and didn't want to. I asked because it's more comfy for me during pregnancy, cause my boobs are bigger. I hope to initiate something but yet nothing. All it did was make me feel bad about my body, feeling unwanted and ugly. I've never cried so much looking at myself in the mirror. I don't know how much longer I can keep up with this. I don't know what to do anymore. Intimacy is something important to me in the relationship I'm in. I have mentioned that to him. Is it time to move on? Sorry if my writing is bad. I'm not very good at it. TL. Dr. Husband would rather watch porn than have sex. Me. Topic always ends in arguments and no resolve. We've gotten in so many fights about this as well. He always turns it around saying that it's my fault for making everything a problem. First, your writing is just fine. Don't beat yourself up about it. Your husband won't take responsibility for his own actions, and then he blames you. You are not making everything a problem. You're trying to discuss an important part of your relationship and your wants/needs. If he's unwilling to change, which would probably start with counseling for him, and as a couple, then I don't see how your relationship could continue. You deserve to be happy, and you deserve to have a partner who appreciates you. Your husband has removed himself emotionally from your marriage. I'm very sorry. Nah girl. All these weirdos in the comments telling you it's okay because it's an addiction are dumb as hell. While porn addiction does exist, that doesn't negate him outright refusing you, putting you down, or pretending to be asleep when you're around. He's awful. And any man that uses porn addiction as an excuse for their shitty actions are equally as awful. Don't let these comments get to you. It's definitely time to move on. Even if he was addicted, you're not a rehab center. Exactly this. He can be addicted, okay, but he doesn't care enough to give her pleasure when they are at it either, or any kind of emotional gesture like cuddling after. He also talk as she is the problem for their fights. Wish op thought about this before second kid though. He always turns it around saying that it's my fault for making everything a problem. Sounds like your husband only cares about himself. A marriage works only when both partners' needs are being met. This would be a no for me. We can't tell you what is and what isn't a deal breaker for you, but I know for sure that in your place, I wouldn't want to stay with him. I want myself and my children surrounded with love, care, safety, and stability. My partner actively making me feel undesired, gaslighting me, essentially just masturbating using my body, not even cuddling me. It's all terribly heartbreaking, and not something I would personally be able, nor willing to build a life with. I cannot judge you nor circumstances, but if even the first year together was just okay, I don't think things will go better. It is very hard to repair a relationship that already has little to no foundations. Depending on where you live, there are resources that exist to help you leave with your kids safely. Sending plenty of love your way and wishing you the best ex. Why are you with someone and having kids with someone who treats you so badly? He has never given real thought to your pleasure. It's all focused on him. You are there for him to F*** when he wants to and then move on. He doesn't care about you. He says he loves you, but that's an obvious lie. Stand up for yourself. Decide if you really want to live like this for years and years, or if you want to find a man who loves you and your body and doesn't automatically blame you if there are issues in the relationship. You have every right to be told you're beautiful and treasured. This guy is a jerk. He says he loves you, but that's an obvious lie. This is not necessarily true, and I think it's pretty hurtful to op. Someone can absolutely love you and still treat you like shit. They're called assholes. It happens every day. You have nothing to apologize for, Opus. You are married to a selfish partner, and you deserve better. Do you have family you can stay with? You need to be supported during your pregnancy, and these negative feelings are detrimental to you and the baby. Stop centering his issues and needs, and start putting yourself and your children at the center of your world. Your husband is less than an afterthought at this point, as that is all you seem to be to him. Your needs are a priority. You deserve better. Start your own masturbation practice, so you can be in control of your own pleasure, and start distancing yourself from this useless man. Not all men are useless, but this one sure is. I agree he probably has a porn addiction. Addiction is hard to deal with. But it is not and never will be okay to neglect and gaslight your partner because of it. He won't even try sex with her, doesn't even try to reciprocate pleasure, and can't take a few minutes to cuddle the woman he claims to love. That noise. Either he gets help or you get going. You and the kids deserve better. I think you/the Bluesery is right on it. I'd just add that the TikTok thing is especially concerning. As a social media thing, you can obviously message other people, and the fact that he's using it to get off could be a sign he's trying to manifest whatever fantasy he's got into real life. Marriage and family therapist***. Find one. They specialize in stuff like this. You don't have to let your husband's porn addiction ruin your marriage and your life, and his life too. Porn isn't dangerous. Yup. One big massive lie. Get rid of this lazy lover. He needs to stop wanking and pay attention to you, or you divorce him. I don't get this from men. I'd rather the woman pleasure herself while help, and that gets me. Like the woman being pleasured. Is the pleasure no? Lol, on behalf of men I'm sorry lol. I agree with this. I actually make it my priority that my woman thoroughly enjoys herself. I don't enjoy it at all, unless she does too. I don't really understand what these kinds of guys get out of only bothering with their own needs, but I could never see myself doing anything like that. The guy my girlfriend was seeing before she met me was one of those. Tell him you feel devalued and sick to your stomach when he treats you this way. If it's been like this for so long, why would you even stay with a person who treats you this bad long enough to have a second kid? Honey, before you can fix your marriage, you need to fix your self-respect. There's a subreddit called Dead Bedrooms where probably there'll be people with similar experiences that might be able to help you. Go to /r/laviftaporn. It's not you. It is not you. It has nothing to do with you, as strange as that may seem. He has a porn addiction. Yes, addiction. And like any addiction, he either accepts he needs treatment and gets it, or you need to leave him. Having another baby with him was a terrible idea. Have some self-respect. You deserve so much better. So sorry you are dealing with this. Aside from his extreme porn addiction, he is overall manipulative and disrespectful towards you. These problems are his to deal with, but they become yours BC of the marriage. You deserve a lot more. He will not be worth your efforts, especially because he does not see his issues as problems at all. Leave. Dump him. You're not sexually compatible, and he's not interested in doing the work. Relationships in your 20s can be so much more mutually satisfying and rewarding than you're describing. Sorry that made you feel bad. The worst you would do is thinking it has something to do with you or your body. He is addicted to porn. All the excuses you hear are typical behavior of an addict. Like any addiction, this can be cured. You can try to work it out together progressively without judgment or fighting, or get professional help. He will cheat on you the first chance he gets. The actual issue you need to focus on is that our husband is not meeting your needs sexually, has a different libido than you, and seems generally insensitive. Masturbation and sex are very different, and it's entirely possible and reasonable to be in the mood for one, but not the other. Focusing on the fact that he watches porn and masturbates isn't going to solve the base issue here, which is that your husband isn't doing anything to try and meet your needs. Have you tried couples therapy? If he was a porn addict, I do believe he wouldn't be able to hide the amount of viewing wonders in a day. Also, the type of porn he watches seems extremely tame for a porn addict. You have an indifferent husband on your hands. Try couples therapy. Try individual counseling for yourself. You are a beautiful person. Please don't let this inconsiderate man baby ruin your pregnancy and your first child. Porn addiction literally changes the brain and attitude toward actual sex. He's going to need some real help to break the addiction, but he's going to also have to want to break the addiction as well, cause if he's not on board and doesn't want to change, he won't. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and suggest something. If you don't mind him watching it, tell him you want to join him and see where that takes you guys. It would have taken you 5 seconds to search this topic here, as someone posts about it every single day. This is not about you. It is about a porn addiction. Your boyfriend is addicted to porn. He watched porn before he found you, but he still found you, right? He can think you're attractive and still be addicted to porn. To think that a guy watches porn because he's tired of his girlfriend in 2022 just tells me you have took zero time to do any research. Go visit r/NoFap and see how many guys are seeking help for this. I'm one of them. It's not easy. It's something he's probably been watching since he was 10, maybe younger, and it's like trying to quit smoking with a pack of the best flavored cigarettes in your pocket at all times. LMAO, I'm confused. Downvoted to hell and then rewarded. All of my downvotes must be women in your situation. Had a BF just like this. We aren't together anymore. Sorry, I'm not a MILF. Therapy. It's likely a combo of porn plus shame, maybe perf anxiety and or just sex feeling dirty. It's his only hope. Therapy. There is probably a physical block in his attraction to you that may or may not be true or directly apparent. I remember when an ex did the same thing when I got really sick and lost 30 pounds in weight. Really skinny. It was awful. She dumped me because she just couldn't be attracted to me despite it being a temporary ailment beyond my control post-opus. You're not alone, and when people feel pressured into sex, when it does not stimulate them, they pull this garbage. Sexual interest is often related to physical fitness, attractiveness, attitude, etc., and made meaningful with passion and intimacy. There is something happening in there he's not being honest with himself and you about. Peel off the band-aid and take control of this before it's out of hand.